thoughts, views,
Mhm.
and opinions expressed by the host
Yep.
are for entertainment purposes only. Do not get mad.
Nope.
Do not get upset.
Uh-uh.
Do not get offended.
Ah,
Do not
baby.
pass go. Do not collect $200. Instead, pay us, and then we'll shut up.
Yeah. Yo, this is Ninja.
And this is Early Bird the Night Wolf. The Gemini thing, don't expect you to understand it.
Yes, sir. And this is
The What's Going On podcast.
What's Going On. And we are talking about today. You want to introduce the topic?
Um, we're talking about the immigrant issue.
Yes, we're talking about aliens and not the one that fly over us. We're talking about the ones that are fucking coming over here over those rivers. So
uh,
So yeah, okay. Let's just start with. I'm gonna start with this only because I just watched a video. I was watching a couple videos of news and shit. I like to watch it from different newscasts because I know you got crazies and you got conservative. So I try to watch a little bit of everybody so I can kind of just pick and choose who's crazier than who. But
right.
so I'm gonna say this. This is to me, just knowing what I know. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. We already know people have been coming over here illegally for many moons now. This is not new.
Right.
I think what's going on now, it's being televised. You understand what I'm saying? It's almost like it was almost like when cops started getting video, they were getting videotape when they were beating people.
Yeah.
Like we
It ain't
know
it
that
ain't new.
it ain't new. It's
It's
just
not.
now we see it.
Yeah, you can see it.
So
Yeah.
so I think that's what's going on now. Like this is every 6 months there's a wave of something that the media is gonna push forward to distract us from whatever else is going on. For instance, we had the war in Israel thing going on. Now nobody's talking about that. We had the shit in Russia. Now nobody's talking about that. Now it's the border shit. So now the border shit's a hot topic, right? So like I
Mhm.
said, this shit's been going on forever. Is it getting worse? Yes, of course it's getting worse because now you got Venezuela and all these other places just bullying their own people out so they can make money off smuggling their people over here. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You got terrorists coming through. I mean, just the other day they said they caught a bunch of people that were on the FBI's most wanted list for murder and all this other crazy shit that they did in their country and in our country that they got deported like 5 times already. So this is, like I said, nothing new, but it's getting more serious.
Mhm.
Now the problem I think we're having is that Biden said one thing on the air and everybody really took that shit to heart. Like, you know, our borders are for everybody. We can take you in while he drools all over himself and he's telling people to come over here and we'll take care of them. Like, no, we as a country cannot afford that right now when we're already sending our money overseas to
To
blow
two
up other
wars.
people. Right. So
Yeah.
it don't make sense. Like it's almost to the point like, okay, we are funding probably two wars.
Mhm.
We're fighting Houthis out off the strip somewhere, and all these pirates and these other countries, and now we have border issues, and we can't even take care of our homeless. How the thing that bothers me is like I wouldn't care if they wanted to take in all these people because I like it's whatever. Like you want to move to a different country, fine. I think you should be able to do that. Some places don't let you do it, whatever. But we can't even take care of the people that we have here. You understand me? Like we have kids
Mhm.
out in the streets that have no place
Mhm.
to live. We got bums out in the street begging for money. Um, we got young kids stealing cars because they can't like We have all these problems ourselves, and we're taking in millions of people and telling them that we're going to give them asylum. Like, why don't we give our people asylum? Why don't we put those? I mean, yeah, we grant you, we do give a lot of people free shit that don't deserve it, but we have crazy people in the subways pushing people in the trains.
Yeah.
You understand? Like,
Yeah.
how does that work for us? I don't know, dude. Like, I don't even know
Man,
what.
this, this this is what's so messed up about this situation, right? American people has been asking and begging and pleading for certain things, and then the excuse you give is we don't have the resources. You don't. So it's either we don't have the money, we don't have the land, we don't have the space, we don't have the building, we don't have whatever excuse you give. And then as soon as the immigrants come in, it's like, okay, well, we'll make them. We'll find the money some way, somehow. But you're willing to do this for people who are not citizens of this country. These people have been paying tax, they haven't been vaccinated, or any of these kind of things. And then you're forcing us out of our neighborhoods, forcing us to be uncomfortable and inconvenienced by shutting down the school so the kids can't go to school because these immigrants are in there.
Mm-hmm.
Or telling me I can't stay at this hotel because this hotel is rented out because of these immigrants.
Yep.
And it's like, bro, what in the world is going on here?
And that's exactly
Now,
what's happening.
I have to applaud Texas, man, because Texas has been dealing with this problem for so long, and then other places they're sitting back looking at the situation, being very critical of it in a way that's not supportive of Texas. So Texas,
They just took it upon themselves,
yeah,
like they
Texas,
should,
Texas, Texas put them immigrants on the bus,
and send them right back.
sent them up there,
You know,
and say, now, now
I
y'all
ain't even
deal
gonna
with it.
lie. I heard one. I think DeSantis, the dude in Florida,
Hmm.
whatever, he was like,
Hmm.
we should just send them all to DC. I was like, shit, that's not a bad idea.
That's what Texas did. Texas sent those immigrants from Texas to New York, and that's how they ended up having to shut the school down
Mm-hmm.
because now you got all these people who would know where to put them.
And
So
that's
now
what you
and
get.
that was just a small taste of what Texas have to deal with on a daily. You know what I mean?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I think that was a smart move on their behalf. So this is
Yeah.
what we have to deal with.
So look at this shit. I would just let me play this for a moment so you can see what's going on in New York as we speak. This is recently, like today, I think, or yesterday.
Disturbing crime caught on camera showing a group of people
Oh, I saw this.
kicking two
Mm-hmm.
NYPD officers in Times Square over the weekend. So far, 5 arrests have been made, but 4 of those suspects have already been released on bail. Well, Ashley
Bro,
Rodriguez is live in Times Square with how police are responding.
did you
to
hear what
this.
she said? 4
Yeah.
out of the 5 already got released. Mind you, these are all immigrants. These are all, people who just came down here recently. So they all got released, bro. My man's and them probably get caught up for weed back in the day. We couldn't, they were staying the whole weekend. These guys get out, no bail, and they beat up a cop
Why they beating up the cop though?
because
They living in.
the cop was breaking up a fight between them. Yeah.
Disturbing incident.
Oh
What
man.
we're learning about those responsible, Ashley, that video just appalling.
Absolutely. And police say it was up to 12 men that attacked 2 officers.
12
Now,
men,
law
dude.
enforcement officials say that these men were migrants. These are supposed asylum seekers. And police say if they were brazen enough to attack 2 uniformed officers, there's no telling what they'd be willing to do to the average citizen. And the city allowed them to go free.
You hear that, bro? 12 of them jumped the cop.
Jeez.
The NYPD reacting to surveillance video taken from West 42nd Street in Times
Surprising no one
Square
get shot.
around 8:30 Saturday night.
Bro, that's
Police say a group
exactly,
of up to
look,
12 men was being disorderly. 2 officers told them to move along. The gang looks like they're going to comply, but when the officers try to take one uncooperative man in a yellow shirt into custody, around 7 others surround them, punching and kicking the officers in the head and in the body while they are on the
Bro,
ground.
First for our cops.
Listen,
I'm
If
proud of what they
they
try
was
to
black,
do.
they would have been
They stayed in the
dead,
fight.
bro.
They
bro,
came up to us hard
exactly
back.
my
They got
point.
bruises,
Like,
scratches, and pain.
they beat
Eventually,
the fuck
officers
out of
were
those
able to
cops,
find and
bro.
arrest 4 of the gang. A 5th was arrested Monday. But once cops brought them in, bail reform laws allowed them to go free, something that most likely wouldn't have happened in their home countries, according to the NYPD.
Again, consequences for your actions. They should be sitting in Rikers. They should have been indicted this week and have their day in court and go to jail.
Police sources add that it's the gang of 19 to 24-year-olds who barely just arrived in the city and may have been staying at the nearby migrant shelters in Times Square. Some have reportedly already racked up charges for assault and robbery, but were released then too. If those arrested for this assault on police do come back on their own recognizance, they face felony charges that carry a penalty
Man,
of up to
Okay, so you,
bro.
bro, come on, dude. Like, you gonna tell me that this can happen in this city of dreams? And I hate the city because I mean, I hate to say it, but it's my old town,
Hmm.
and they just running rampant, bro. Like, they beat the fuck out of that cop, dude. Bro, I couldn't even talk nasty to a cop before these motherfuckers want to beat your ass. And these guys, none of them got shot.
No, not one, bro. They ain't even reached for the gun.
Bro, that's the world we live in, bro. Like, we have migrants coming in here in drones, and they're gonna take over the city, and it's gonna look like Gotham City. And it's bro, I'm telling you, man, we need Batman, bro. Yeah, y'all think I'm playing? We need Batman.
Oh,
We need Batman, bro. Batman would not let this happen. Yeah, Gotham City is dark and heavy, but Batman would not let that happen. Batman would have came out of nowhere and took care of that business, bro. But
yeah, he
this
would
is what
have.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, they're coming in crazy. They're taking over. They're doing whatever they want. They're getting put in hotels, bro. That you probably in that area probably $1,200 a night to stay in, and they're doing whatever they want. And now the problem is, once they get in here, it's gonna be hard to get them gone because now they're running around rampant, bro.
So, okay, the government has to be in on this because they're the ones paying for the hotels and stuff, right?
Yep. So this is what I was gonna say. They need people because, all right, people are leaving these areas and moving to, Texas, Georgia,
Hmm.
Florida. So New Yorkers are moving. So
Hmm.
they get migrants to move in, and then they use the, they give them IDs, they give them all this shit, and now they can vote. They're a part of the voting process, and they see that Biden let them into the thing, and Biden can get all these votes now. You understand what I'm saying? Because now all these asylum people are, part of the United States now. So they got bodies, they got more bodies that are gonna vote for him because they can now, or if they want to. Bro, it's just crazy, bro. It's just like none of this makes sense to me. Like, it goes
I
back
guess
to
it's
it goes back to what we were saying. Like, they won't fix the homeless problem, but they'll fix Venezuela's problem, and you know Iran's problem, and Israel's problem, and but we can't fix, bro. There's like buildings falling apart in Manhattan as we speak, like falling, like down, like garages are falling, and because the
yeah.
city's so old,
Hmm.
infrastructure's trash. But yeah, we're gonna, well, fuck it. Let's just get some asylum seekers, and we'll get some money from the government. And then when we're done with the money, yeah, we got people running around, but we'll make billions off of it. Like, it don't make no damn sense, bro. None. Like, I don't get it.
It has to be. This has to be a plan. This has to be a part of the government. It has to be.
Yeah,
There's no
no.
way you can come into this country, stay in these hotels for free,
Mm-hmm.
beat up policemen, don't get shot. You, they try and book you, but then they release you. Like you like
Bro,
you're not charged
no
for
bond.
beating up a police.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, if George Floyd
George
George
Floyd was
Floyd
just,
died for less than that, bro.
Bro, he was trying to buy some cigarettes, my G. Like, he gets choked out. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, if that would have been a black dude, there would have been like 20 cop cars there, SWAT, 50 bullets through that windshield or whatever that glass that were kicking the dude on. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and then you would have got oh, they hit the cop, it was self defense, blah 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 blah. You would have got that whole spiel. But listen, the migrants are coming in and they're getting more rights than black folks. Just put it like that. Just watching that video, they got one up on black folks. Black folks been fighting for years to get shit that they're getting. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're letting them in for free, giving them places to stay, while there's real people out there trying to, like, how about the real people who are really going through these immigration laws and stuff and doing their thing, and it's taking them 10 years to get green cards and all that shit, and they see these people coming in. Imagine how they feel. Like, imagine how,
Right.
those Arab American and all those other people feel that these guys are just coming through the border, no trouble, and they living in a hotel. Like, that shit crazy, bro. They get free food and not only that, but like the people who getting thrown out because they throwing them out after 60 days, they run in the streets now. They live, bro. One lady said that they were knocking on her door at 3 o'clock in the morning to ask for food. Bro, you got widows knocking on doors asking people for food because they cold.
Oh my goodness, man. This is a mess. And it's like, okay, this is what's puzzling me. I know white people are smarter than what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't get over on the government. They watch every single thing I do. And when I do something and I think I got away with it, a couple years from a couple years from now, they're gonna come knocking on my door.
Mm-hmm.
You owe this. You owe me this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm watching these things and like, how can that happen? Like, how did this slip by white people?
Bro,
I know this.
there's more
Like,
to it.
it can't.
Mm-hmm.
They had to orchestrate that, bro.
Yeah.
And that's the
Invasion of
frustrating
America.
part. And that's the frustrating part.
They let all these migrants in, and then martial law happens because there's too many people to control. You know what I'm saying? Bro, they don't want to give reparations for slavery, but they done gave all these people a free ride, but they don't want to give you a check. Like, does that not look crazy? Like, you got every walk of life walking through through Texas and
Super
wherever
crazy.
else. But yeah, they can't hook you or me up with a maybe a better credit score. So you know what I'm saying, or a fucking piece of land or anything.
Or no
They're
taxes.
like,
How about that?
yeah, or like, how about we give all or some of the people some? Let's give our people some land so they can move out, and all the houses we move out of, they can give to the fucking migrants. How about that? Like, come up with something like that. But no, they'd rather give them the money, waste the money on them, take our kids out of schools for them, and take away neighborhoods for them, and then charge us more tax so we can pay for all these babies, because they were saying there was like 100 babies being born a week in New York from migrants.
Whoa.
Bro, that's crazy. They coming over the border like 9 months pregnant already to have babies in America. And as soon as they have those babies in America, those babies are American.
American, yeah.
And they're not going to kick them out now. You understand?
Man. Man, this reminds me of the episode of South Park when the people came from the future.
Uh-huh. I'm telling you,
They
bro.
took her jobs.
That's exactly what's
That's
happening.
crazy, man.
There was reports that were saying that some places were hiring the migrants to do certain like construction jobs, and they're hanging out at Home Depot doing that shit. So yeah, bro, we're gonna lose a lot of money. We're gonna lose a lot of jobs. Let's just say let's just say for shits and giggles, we get these people upright. We do get them jobs. We do get them a place to stay. That's a million migrants that are going to get jobs and a place to stay. Meanwhile, there's probably a million people that are homeless without jobs already. So how are we okay with getting them everything they need before we give our people things they need? Is what's mind blowing.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they don't even want to up the minimum wage, for crying out loud. But yet they want to spend billions on people who don't care for our culture or our land. You know what I'm saying? They just want to
Um,
come here and take our shit and then say how shitty America is. I could say I
yeah,
could say
yeah,
we could say America is shitty. We live here. We
yeah.
have the right to say shit like that because we know what's going on.
And we pay
They
taxes.
yeah,
They just being used to pay for your hotel room, bro.
exactly. Like migrants can't come down here and then say how shitty America is. That's why I never understood that. I never understood how people can come down here from other countries and say how shitty we are as a country. Then nigga, then get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to be here. You come here to go and buy your bodegas and buy your corner stores and your laundromats to send money back to your country to your broke ass family. That's why you come here. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
you can't open that laundromat in your country because you guys don't have water. You know, like so. Don't say how shitty our country is when you can't even stay in yours.
Yeah.
You know, I
Also,
never understood that.
it blows my mind that America never puts its citizens first. Like
No, we have.
that's crazy.
Hmm.
And which is why Donald Trump is such a candidate for the presidency, man. Because he
Listen,
say
man.
things like put America first, and then you got this immigrant situation.
Hmm. It's almost like they, even though they don't want. Listen, when Donald Trump first ran for president, I didn't think it was a bad idea. But when he started with this whole when I started seeing all like I don't think it was more Donald Trump that I hated, just the people who kind of followed him
Hmm.
because he had views that were a little different. But then like Biden came in and like I'm like, bro, Donald Trump can't be any worse than this motherfucker. Like you can't tell me like his was any better. It almost makes it look like, yo, we should have kept Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? To the point where it's like he if he could get the borders down right, then he'll do something good for us. And he was fighting that shit in the beginning because he called this. He said this was happening. So I think that's the problem people have with him is that he's so straightforward that they don't understand how he's gonna do certain things because he just talks about it and then does it. Versus a lot of other presidents don't mention nothing and don't do nothing.
Hmm.
It's just I don't know, man. It's just maybe Kanye was onto something. Maybe there's something about Donald Trump we just don't get because we're not a part of that 1% lifestyle.
Hmm.
But maybe I don't know, dude. Just him saying building a wall sound racist 5 years ago, it don't sound racist right now. It really don't. I ain't gonna lie. If there was a if there was a way they could build a wall right now, like I'm pretty sure they probably wish he had that wall put up because we probably wouldn't even be talking about this right now. You know what I'm saying? Close the
Yeah.
borders. I think they should close the borders, cool them off. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Close the borders, cool them off. Don't let nobody come in here for a minute, and kind of just coast the rest of coast the rest of these people and get them right. But when you got hundreds of thousands coming in every week on busloads and planes and ships and all this other shit, like, bro, that's crazy, bro. Like, you literally America's gonna be United States of Venezuela, Mexico, China. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So
bro,
so what really makes the immigrants an issue? What's really the like this is a problem. Like what is it that makes immigrants an issue?
well, one I think is the amount of them that coming in just all like through the gate. There's no
Hmm.
process. They just come in. They don't get vaccinated. They don't get background checks, so we don't know who these people are.
Hmm.
Um, they I think a month ago one, it might be an isolated incident, I don't know, but one migrant went ahead, came through the doors, and like not even 3 days in America, raped and killed this young girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the issues that we're gonna continue to have if we don't process these people right. Because we probably could have red flagged him if we knew who he was, but we didn't know who he was because he came here like the rest of them and snuck in the country and went and did some wild shit. And we hear about it when it's too late. This is the kind of shit that's gonna keep happening more and more now. With the influx of how many of these people are coming through the door, I mean, we could have gang members and all these other crazy shit that just come through the door and then they start running the streets, and now all of a sudden you have a new gang of, other people that are creating more problems on top of the regular gang shit we already have. You know what I'm saying? Like, and once these guys get into the prison system, it's just like a cancer, bro. You know what I'm saying? Then you have a whole gang of immigrants in jail that create their own gangs, and then, like, you understand, that's how gangs are created. That's how these things are created. Like, people from other countries don't have any kind of, they don't see themselves there. They have to create this group of people, and then all of a sudden you have a new gang of Venezuelan people, a new gang of Chinese gangs, and new this and new that, and then they spills out into the street, and then all of a sudden you have a new gang that popped up. But yeah, I'm so over listening to about this fucking shit. It's like every day, dude, every day. And I know in a couple years it's just gonna get worse unless whoever comes in cleans up the streets. But I mean, it's gonna take years to find all these people once they get out. But
man.
But yep, immigrants are taking over the world, aliens. And like I said, I don't. They wouldn't bother me as much if everything was done right. But I know plenty of immigrants, and my stepdad was one, and he did everything the right way. You know what I'm saying? And it took him years. But then you got these guys just coming in here doing whatever they want to do. And I'm not saying all of them are bad. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna have the ones that are gonna do desperate things to get out of this situation, just like anybody else.
Yeah, but even if they're not bad, they're still taking resources away from
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
America.
absolutely. Mm-hmm. I agree.
So
And like I said, they we can't even get some of these things because they'll tell you, like, if you try to get food stamps and you work, they're like, oh, you
you
make too
make
much
too
money.
much.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, what, $13 an hour is a lot of money, like, but yet, like, these guys are coming through the door with, you know, I don't know, and it's
Nothing.
crazy because a lot of these people, you look at them and they're like, not all of them, but there's a couple of them that are coming in here and they like they already have money. I'm like, bro, like they're wearing like name brand shit. I'm like, I mean, I was like, they just came out of a rap video. I'm like, what is going on, bro? Like, I'm
Yeah,
like, yo,
it's
this is
crazy. That's what makes you. That's what's so mind blowing. That's what's so confusing. That's what's so frustrating. You like you looking and they got all this name brand stuff on. They got an iPhone. Like what's going on here?
like, how do you even have service and you just crossed the border? Like, where'd you get
So
that cell phone from?
if you have access to those type of luxuries, what are you running from?
Bro, if you ask me, I'm gonna keep it all the way real. If you ask me, all these people that Venezuela and all these countries that are pushing their people over here, they should. This sounds crazy, but this is me being a crazy thinker. I would count all the people that come from those countries, and if it hits a certain limit, we invading your country. Since you guys want to come over here so bad, yo, Venezuela, you hitting almost 5 million people that are coming over here. If you hit 5 million, United States is coming to your country, and we're gonna show you how to. Because if you listen, if you coming over here and your people coming in heavy, 5 million Venezuelans or 5 million Mexicans or whatever, Chinese, it doesn't matter.
Hmm.
We're gonna take all these people, and guess what? We invading your country. We're gonna blow up some shit, and then since you guys want to come over here, we'll show you how to do this. And then that's why you don't have to come over here no more. We'll just own your shit and we'll run your shit. and now everybody can live peacefully. Bro, I'm telling you, man, you think this shit's a
Um,
game?
okay,
That's why in hindsight, you can't even be mad at Russia, bro. Like, they invaded a key land that was probably theirs hundreds of years ago, and they want it back. These Jewish motherfuckers don't want to give it back. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, if all the Mexican people want to come over to Mexico, to the United States, and then say how shitty United States is and how much they love Mexico and it's beautiful, but they don't want to be there because of the cartels, then you know what? Maybe the United States should go to Mexico, take that shit over, and show them how to live if that's what they want. Like, I don't understand. Like, are we the only
but
country
but
does Canada have this problem? I don't understand. Like, does
I don't
Canada
know.
have this?
I can't tell
Are
you.
people crossing
But I must say I
to
agree.
Canada?
That makes sense. Now I would say I wouldn't be so quick to blow stuff up.
I mean, no.
But
I mean, you're gonna need the buildings, but what I mean is, we getting in there. Listen. Your people are coming over here to the
no,
point where we can't live. Then guess what? We're gonna go over there and show you how we do it. So then you don't have to come over here. We'll
so
take over your
if
shit and
you
we'll
want to
make
be a
our
part
mind.
of America, so we're going to acquire your country, make it America, and now you live
Make it
here American
America.
style, and we ain't got to
We'll
worry
make
about
it
y'all coming over here. So
right.
I
Exactly.
agree with that. I agree.
Okay. I
I
mean
agree
that.
with that.
I mean, why not? Russia does it all the time. Every 30 years they invade somebody. They get a little bit of their. They get a little bit of their land back. And then nobody talks about it for another 30, 40 years. And then they get a,
My,
they get a little bit of their land back. I mean, look what Israel's doing to Gaza.
Hamas. Oh no.
They trying to get all their land back. I mean, whether it was theirs or not, I don't think so, but they fighting for land. Like, fuck it. I think it's time for the United States to expand a little bit. We need some more beachfront. And Mexico right now, they ain't doing shit right. I mean, you go to Mexico and that shit look crazy. I've been over there. It should just look crazy. And don't get me wrong, I know Mexican people and they're cool people. And I'm not
Mm,
saying that they're stupid or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, a lot of those places, like, they come here. They fight in our country. They fight for our country. They fight in our wars. They live in
mm,
our turf.
mm.
They pay taxes like we do. Then obviously they want to be here. Then let's go over there and let's just take it over. A new Mexico. I don't know. The same thing with
It makes
Venezuela.
sense.
We got mad Venezuelans and a lot of people from Haiti. Like, bro, let's cut a deal with Haiti. Like, yo, we'll take this shit over. We'll show you how it's done. Like, I don't understand, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's time to start thinking like Putin, man. We just get in there and take it over and show them how it's done, and then you got nothing to complain about. You don't have to cross no borders because we're already in there, and you can pay taxes in your own country for us. Fuck it. That's my thought. Last thought. That's it. I'm done.
Um, my thoughts on the immigrants. My thought on the immigrants is I don't even care, bro. If they gonna come over, whatever. Just take care of us first, bro. I mean, we've been
Mm.
there in the country fighting for since we got over here. We work every single day just for people to call us lazy. We pay our taxes.
Yeah.
We get treated like a second class citizen. And then
Yeah.
these immigrants come over here and they stand in the Ritz Carlton and I ain't never been to the Ritz Carlton.
Yes. Yo, it's mind blowing, bro. Like, listen, I lived in New York my whole life. I can't afford nothing on that strip to stay in. I couldn't stay in none of those hotels right now, bro. But yet they literally just got there on a expensive probably bus with AC and TVs and I mean,
It's crazy,
bro,
man. It's
they
crazy.
live in a vacation. Not saying it ain't hard. I'm not saying they're not having a hard time because yeah, it's cold out there. They're probably getting thrown out every 60 days. But I'm just saying, the initial ride, it was almost like taking a cruise. They just had to walk over some water and then they throw your baby in a lake and I go to cruise in the United States.
Oh man.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh,
I don't know. All right, that was
that's
my
crazy.
final thought. That was my final
Yeah,
thought. I'm
my
done.
final thought
I'm
as
done.
well, man.
Yo, I just wanted to touch on that. That was good run.
Yeah.
Listen, let us know in the comments down below what you think about the migrant situation, shit like that, man. Like, share, subscribe, all that good shit, whatever. You don't want to, I don't care. But yeah, let us know what's going on with the migrants. If you live in the city, tell us how it's affecting you, because I mean, I would love to
Yeah.
hear those.
And
I
let
would
let
love to
us
hear those.
let us know some well now your thoughts and opinion. Like, yeah, what
Mm.
should they do with the immigrants? How do you feel about the immigrants coming in
Yeah.
and getting free stuff that they haven't earned?
Mm. Yeah, hit us down below, yo. And this is Ninja,
This is Early Bird the Night Wolf.
and we out.
Man. Well, so we say all of that to say this.
Yep. Wrapping it up.